And we also got another win for us, because we got a real expert explaining you all the attacks and all the finesse of Clash & Clans. That's iTzu. iTzu, what do you have for us?
I have two attacks. First one is from Michael DP. It was an insanely nice queen charge attack, and even the beginning was already really nice. Like you see, only one wizard creating the funnel, which is only 4 troop space. That's insanely more value. And then you can see the queen walking in the end into the town hall direction, breaking her in with some really nice wall breakers. And the next touch on the attack was that he lured out the CC at a point where he had not really that much damage on his queen, which means he had the time to take off the enemy clan castle, which in this case was a Lava Hound coming over from the double ice golem meta, which was last season, and this season it's more about the Lava Hounds trying to take away some time from the attacker. And as you can see, the queen is walking to the right direction into the town hall, and then you can see the king creating the funnel. He already dropped the test wall breaker, getting the other wall breakers in, and this in the end not only gets him the enemy queen, the town hall, but as well the Barbarian king, which is really nice value. And one thing which I want to point out is the hawk drop, which is coming in any second now. Like, he's dropping the hawks from over here, and you guys can see it still in his troop bar. He still has his slammer left, which means he still can deploy the siege machine, and this one will come in from over here, and the last group of hawks from this side. This in the end means that the first big group will path into the core, getting rid of the eagle, and this is always, when you attack with hawks, really important. And in the end, the queen staying alive means this will never ever be a time fail, and seeing the hawks coming in is super clutch. Seeing the new level on the hawks is super cool. That's getting used in the competitive play, because hawk riders are so cool. And that's pretty much it for this attack. Yeah, we have this time a queen charge electro dragon attack, which is really nice to watch. And you can see in the beginning that you can pretty much split the base, which means if you draw a line over here, you can see the difference between the right and the left side. The left side, the buildings are really close to each other, and there are a lot of buildings which have really high hit points. For example, the Expo, Wizard Tower, the Eagle, and so on. So that's a lot of buildings which have a lot of hit point, so the Electro Dragons can get really nice bounces. On the other side, we can see the queen is going into this compartment to get the town hall, and the counters kind of separated, which means the Electro Dragons wouldn't be as effective. Taking this out, it's crucial for the attack, so the attacker can take advantage of the Electro Dragons taking out all of the buildings. Now the CC is coming over once again. This is showing why the archers are so strong right now on the CC. You have to force the poison really early, which means you do not have the poison for the lava pups in the end. He's trying to speed things a little bit up, but unfortunately the troops are getting roasted in the multi-inferno tower. And now, as soon as the lava hound is popped, he is starting with the Electro Dragons on the left side, trying to funnel his Electro Dragons inside. So over here is the main group, and they are meant to push right through the center. And one more thing to highlight is the slammer in the end. You will see how he's going through the base, and in the end, pretty much nearly saving him the triple, but in the end it came really close on time. So we have to watch the slammer. Slammer going in, coming closer to the eagle, Electro Dragons behind that with really nice bounces. And now watch the slammer over here, getting the sweeper out of the way, which is crucial for Electro Dragons. Now taking out the Expo, and now just watch over here with the Electro Dragon and the bounces. Taking out so much, so that's really nice. All of the Expos are gone, which means the queen is surviving. Few of the Electro Dragons as well, but in the end, the time is a little bit too close. But this with the beautiful queen charge Lalo attack, which he's famous for, and one of the reasons why, in my opinion, he's the best attacker in the world. So you can see over here, a really nice funnel on one side, and the queen, which is hidden right now behind the scroll bar, will walk into the other side with wall breakers, which can get into the base with the free spell, so the Inferno Tower won't roast all of his wall breakers. You can see the first set, the test wall breakers, and immediately after, the main group of wall breakers coming in, getting rid of the wall, and the queen is walking in, taking out the Inferno Tower, and you can see really nice loon coming in as well, just to spot whether there are any black mines, so he won't lose any of his healers. And then the next part of the plan is to jump his queen into the core so she can reach the air defense over here. She will reach the eagle, and really important, the queen, which is right next to the eagle as well. So that's like his main objectives to get with the queen charge. Struggling a little bit against the ice golems, trying to speed everything up with the rage spell so we don't have like any issues with time. And you can see over here as well, I want to highlight that really quick, two rage spells left, which means he planned for using 3 rage spells, but now you can see the queen is making one more step, and the healers will come into the range of the air defense, which means he do not have that many healers left. He needs to use the queen ability right now, and as soon as that's happening, he only has 1 healer left, which means there's no sense in using the another rage spell for the queen. So he's letting her die, do her like last thingy with getting rid of the archer tower and the sweeper, and then you can see that at that level he's even counting the buildings, so he can know that the gear Tesla will be activated, so his loons can come in and clear the rest of the base. And then once again it comes in that he saved this one rage spell for the end, and this in the end secures him the 3-star with some really clutch haste spells in the end. So that was it for this attack. I have 2 attacks this time for you guys. The first one is the Queen Charge Miner, the second one a P.E.K.K.A. Smash. We are starting with the Queen Charge Miner attack, and this one was really, really nice because it wasn't like the normal way to do a Queen Charge Miner, because the first thing what he did was placing E-Drake at the bottom of the base, which means he's taking out all of those buildings over here, and with this he's already preparing for the later stages of this attack for the miners. And I will come back to this because he's already starting with his Queen Walk at the top, like Galat and Klaus are already mentioning really, really often, that there's always a time issue. It's always time that is a problem when you're attacking with Queen Charge Miners, and this will be the path the Queen is going to take to get into the base and to get rid of as many defenses as possible. And on minor attacks you always have to highlight the pathing of the troop, and what is the goal of the Queen to get. So the miners have a nice pathing, and you will see the king coming in as well, because normally you try to take the king for the funnel of the miners, but this time you see the enemy king is over there as well, and a normal P.E.K.K.A., for example, cannot handle the power of a defensive king, so he has to use his own king. So he's coming up with a really nice other way on how to funnel his miners, because the queen is still going, like she's always on her path into the core, and this means he's taking out all of those buildings over here, which I'm marking right now. So all of this is gone. At the same time, all of this is gone. And now he's taking out, in a couple of seconds, this part of the base. And now you can see maybe what he's trying to create. He's trying to create a pathing for his miners into the first part of the base, and then he wants his miners to jump to the second Inferno Tower, which is really, really crucial. Miners are getting through the base, taking out the Town Hall, and you will see how the pathing in the end will work. Queen is getting into the core, taking out the enemy clan castle, and meanwhile the miners are working, which I like really, really a lot on this attack, as well as how he's delaying the heal spells, like waiting as long as possible, not like panicking or anything with the heal spells, always waiting for the miners are getting low. And now you can see the pathing from the miners into the Inferno Tower, and from the Inferno Tower it's just getting better. So that's how we got his triple. I obviously have the last attack. We have to take the credits over there, so let's jump into the attack. The attack was really nice, P.E.K.K.A. Smash attack. The Towner was kind of on the outside, so he chose to funnel his queen into the direction of the Town Hall. And you can see, as soon as the camera will change, that he brings some witches for the 6 o'clock corner, which in the end takes out the enemy king. I will show it to you any second. The queen in the beginning will take out a couple of defenses. On the right side you can see a wizard funnel, which is really, really nice since it has a lot of value. And he is starting at 6 o'clock with some baby dragons and the witches, which in the end taking out the enemy king over here, because they are spawning all the time skeletons, so the king cannot really keep up with that. And this in the end means that the king is going down. The witches will always go on the outside, and now his main squad is pushing into the middle, right there into the center, and the jump space opening pretty much all of the rest compartments. He's freezing the Inferno Tower, which is like annoying his backside troops, like the Bowlers, the Healers, and the Queen. And meanwhile, the other Inferno Tower is on his tanks, like on the P.E.K.K.A.s and on the Ice Golem, which was in the Siege Machine as well. And then what you can see really nicely is over here, the Witches going on the outside, always out of any danger because there are 3 Witches spawning skeletons all the time. And on the other side, you can see the P.E.K.K.A. doing their thing and walking themselves to the top of the base. And in the end, this base is completely smashed, so well done on that. And over here we can see a strategy which is not getting used that often anymore, and it's Batrax. Before we start the attack, we have to mention where the important defenses are for those bats. And it's over here we can see Wizard Tower, over here. There are like 2 Wizard Towers right next to each other, and there's the last Wizard Tower. What he tries to accomplish is trying to get rid of at least 2 Wizard Towers, if not even more, which means he's using his Queen to get those 2, and he's using his King to get this Wizard Tower. With removing all of the splash damage, this means this entire left side, like when we make over here the line, on this right side only the multi-Inferno Tower is there to attack like multiple troops, and the bats have like an easy time to go through all of that. This one X-bar over here is even set on ground, which makes it even easy, like way more easy for the bats to go through all of those defenses. And with that, you can already see there's so much of the base is already gone, not that much is left anymore. And now he's coming in with his dragons from the top right corner and right into the town hall. And he's using the slammer to get rid of the last remaining air defense. And yeah, he's completely overpowering the base. The end is pretty simple. It's gonna be a really easy 3-star for him. And then we switch to the second attack. This is like one of my favorite attacks, Queen Charge Miners, which we see not that often anymore nowadays, but still super strong in the right hands. And Missy is showing that perfectly. He's using the Miners to kind of like split up the base. You can see in the middle kind of like the zone where no defenses are. This means it's always really nice to have this as like natural funnel for the Miners. And then he's using the Queen to get rid of this upper side of the base. And then after that, he's trying to navigate his Miners on the other side. But before we jump into that, we look how he's doing his funnel, creating the funnel with the P.E.K.K.A. on the outside to get his Queen into the base. And you will see he's not using this the ram, which he already selected. He's using a jump spell to get inside of the base and luring the CC out. But this takes a little bit too long because now he has to wait for all of the skeletons. The enemy king will come back to his own queen, which means it's even more time which he has to spend to like shoot on other stuff. And as soon as the jump spell is going down, the queen is jumping in, so we can speed forward a little bit. And now we can see as soon as the enemy clan castle went to his queen, he is starting with his Miners. And like I said, the pathing is really great. This part of the base got demolished by his queen, and the other part is getting demolished by his Miners. In the end, he's deciding to bring Valkyries in his CC, in his ram, which in my opinion might be a little bit better with Miners, because then he could have taken out those last remaining defenses over here, which in the end, yeah, kind of denied the 3-star.